You know I'm all about taking the ordinary, making it extraordinary, or just elevating it a little bit. And this is just a way to make French toast, but make it delish. I'm gonna do a blueberry compote with it, so bright and juicy and delicious, and a little bit of kind of a fake vanilla creme fraiche to go. Anyway, all good things. We're gonna get started with the blueberries right away. So I have 2 cups of fresh blueberries that I'm gonna put into a saucepan, a small saucepan. I wanna heat this up, let it start kind of sinking down a little bit in its own juices, because we want this nice and sweet and delightful. I'm gonna go ahead and get in some sugar. Now you can tell, I'm calling it out, it gets humid in here, and all of our spices stick to the bottom of the jar. Okay, we're good. All right, and then I'm also, so we got sugar and blueberries, which is great, but obviously you wanna brighten this up a little bit. So if you have a lemon laying around, which you always should, let's go ahead and, I know I grabbed one, get some lemon zest and lemon juice in here just to brighten everything up. So easy. Make this at the beginning of the week, eat it all week, put it on whatever you want. Blueberry, saucy, yummy blueberry compote, never a bad thing to have sitting in your fridge. So I'm gonna zest up this whole lemon, because that's a lot of blueberries to get through. This is one of the recipes I will make when I do one of my girlfriends' brunches. Me and my girls get together once every 6 weeks or so, and we have brunch at someone's house, and we don't mess around. We go all out, and this is one of the dishes that one of us would probably make, because it's bougie, but at the same time, very recognizable, easy to execute. You can have the sauce ready to go. This lemon is huge. I'm gonna do half, and then we'll taste it later and see if I need the other half. Got some butter sizzling to the side here, some unsalted butter. Maybe I'll turn that down just a little bit. Let me give my blueberries a little stir and let them start heating up and cooking down in that sugar. Kind of coat them all with that sugar, easy peas. All right, let's go ahead and make our batter for our croissants. I'm using croissants, and one of the best things you can do, go to the bakery and find where the clearance aisle is, because there's always old stale croissants, and they make the best French toast because they stay nice and crispy. So, all right, so 2 eggs going in, maybe. It's being sassy, there we go. I yell at my stupid dog so much, I'm always yelling, sassy, that I kind of just say it to everything. And the other day, literally, Sarah was doing something, and I was like, no, Sarah, sassy. And she looked at me like I was nuts. I just called the egg sassy. This dog has ruined our lives. I love him, but he's ruined our lives. Okay, to this, I'm gonna do 1 cup of half and half from Lamers. They got the best stuff. Typical French toast batter here, but let's go ahead and add a little bit of cinnamon. Let's add a couple tablespoons of sugar. A lot of people don't add sugar to their French toast batter. I highly recommend, because it adds a little bit of a crust on a crunch, a little bit of like a caramelization happens when you dip it in the sugar. So I like to add sugar to my French toast batter. Of course, we need a little drizz of the vanilla. And then finally, because we used unsalted butter, we got a lot of sweet stuff happening right here. We're gonna have a little tartness from the blueberries, but it's a lot of sweet. So of course, I'm gonna add a little pinch of salt to bring out all the flavors. All right, give that a good whisk. Now, let's get our croissants. So for me, so you get your croissant, take a nice serrated knife, carefully cut it. These are a little stale, which is perfect. Now, you can griddle it like this. I do it often. Or if you're in the mood, I like things to be a little crispy. Sarah, where would I find a rolling pin? Over here? Yeah. I'm still learning this kitchen 10 years later. All right, let's see if I can get it out. I like to take a rolling pin and just flatten it out a little bit. That way, it just gets a little extra crunchy. I don't know. You can do it just like this, though. I do it like this all the time. But if you just wanted to roll it out just slightly, get it in the batter. Now, again, you can also just throw some nonstick cooking spray in your pan, but I mean, you got croissants. You might as well hit it with some butter. All right, give that the dip, give that the dip. Let's do this side too. I should probably move this closer. The butter's got a little sizzle going on. Go ahead and drop that in, both sides. And then while that's griddling up, I'm gonna set that to the side for a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and give my blueberries a stir. They're getting nice and they've come to a simmer. And there's a couple ways you can do this. You can just leave them like this and just warm them up, and they can be nice and warm. You can take a little potato smasher and smash them so they're a little more jammy. The longer you cook them, the jammier they're going to get. So totally up to you of how you like it. So we're gonna see, we're gonna play by ear. You can also add a little bit of a cornstarch slurry into this if you want like a thick compote. But for me, I'm gonna leave it kind of pure today. Now, creme fraiche. Oh, so close to my heart. Working fine dining for 15, 20 years, creme fraiche was in everything, and it's a beautiful French cream. It's pricey and not the easiest to find, so we're gonna make kind of a faux one. So I have a little sour cream in a bowl here. I'm gonna add some powdered sugar, and I'm gonna add a little Lamer's heavy cream. We're gonna whisk this up to thin it out. I'm gonna start with about a tablespoon or two. Oh, it smells so good over here. Make sure that I'm gonna turn the heat down a little bit on that. You keep going. All right. So all I'm looking for is like a thinned out sauce here that's lightly sweetened. Heck yeah, we're almost there. I want it to be able to glop on, but not necessarily pour or drizzle. I still want it a little bit thicker. Creme fraiche is a little bit thicker. I'm gonna add a smidge more, and then you can add some vanilla to this right now. But you know I love, love, love a vanilla bean paste. Ready, Brandon? You're gonna get the glug. Are you ready? The vanilla bean paste, worth every single penny that you spend on it. Yes, pure vanilla bean. That is extra. You do not have to do that. You can just use regular vanilla. Let me check on you. Oh, hello, lover. Here we go now. Oop, that one needed a little more time. Hold on. We're gonna keep that one going. All right, we're gonna come back for that. Look at these blueberry. Getting beautiful, saucy. Keep on rolling. Creme fraiche, let's get that vanilla in there. Oh my gosh, that looks so fantastic. Let's MITG this, make sure we love it, make sure it's balanced. This is what I love. It's not too sweet because sour cream adds that tang. That's what you're looking for. And you can really see the vanilla beans in there. All right, so my blueberries now are nice and warm. They're still whole. Do you want to mash them up right now? Mash them up right now. If you don't want to, you don't want to. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to leave them whole. Let's check on this here. Oh, it just smells like the butter almost kind of gets to be a brown butter, which I absolutely love. I'm going to let this keep on rolling for a moment. I'm so excited right now. I'm really excited for breakfast. This all just looks so good. All right, so see how when I rolled it out, you get those little crispies kind of on the side, those layers that get crispy? I love that. All right, I'm gonna turn my blueberries off. That's the consistency I want. I want them whole. All right, so now I'm gonna take my French toast. Maybe I'll do this one on the bottom. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna leave that one going for another minute. Let's take this one, just like that. And I'm gonna take some of this beautiful blueberry compote that you can easily make ahead of time, right over the top. I can smell that lemon zest. And then you just take a little bit of that creme fraiche, your faux creme fraiche with the vanilla bean, dollop that over the top. It is so elegant, so delicious, comes together so fast. I hope you make this. It is so stinking delicious.